Hey, what is up everybody? How are you doing? Welcome back to FPL Fantasy. We are coming at you with Game Week 26 and a quick little touch on the new double game weeks that were announced today. Now, as you might notice, there's only one person on the stream and I'm missing my co-host Doc. He had some things that he had to take care of and he's settling into. Both of us have been super busy. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and make sure to comment any thoughts on what I put in this video today. Heading over to first, my team. As you can see, I have made some changes to my team. If you remember my team back in 25, I'm sitting at a -8 right now, and I don't want to go any further. I wanted to sit at a -4, but Jota being out led to some situations that I felt like I wanted to address, especially because I was considering taking him out next game week anyways. Some of the changes that I have made to my team: you see Sterling is in, you see Salah is in, Son is in, and Weghorst, he's in the team. So who did I take out? We ended up shipping Jota. As I mentioned, we ended up shipping Ronaldo. We also ended up shipping Rafinha because, as big of a FPL Twitter favorite Rafinha is, I think there's better options out there for me to get some hauls from and get some points from, especially with Leeds not really firing. And Salah is coming in for KDB. He ended up being rested last game week. It's unfortunate. So was Cancelo, who we see has been being sold off by managers like crazy. Chill out, it's fine. He's gonna play. He's gonna play this game week. As you see, he's in my team. So to explain some of my transfers really quick: Salah, explained. Son, I think Son is actually the better attacking asset than Kane in the Spurs lineup and the Spurs team. I always feel like I can just kind of count on him and he's going to score goals and assist. Then Sterling, I know that's the controversial pick. I struggled with it myself, but it is City. The goals are usually spread pretty fairly across, and it seems like Sterling has been getting great positions and really has been doing his job in making sure that puts the ball in the net. Sterling, I think, had the most shots this last game week, and when I went back and I was looking at his previous performances over the last 5 to 10 game weeks, it actually kind of threw me off because it felt like Sterling had been doing nothing. And there's some big ones like this last game week, 18, and there's a bunch of 5, 7, 8 just non-blanks, which is amazing to see. They also have the Champions League that is kicking up. He's going to be rested somewhere. Where that is, who knows? Maybe in 28 I end up selling him to free up some funds. Weghorst, he's on Burnley. He's got back-to-back doubles. That's exactly the type of people that I was looking to bring in this week. Getting into the second set of double game weeks that were announced. These are some of the top doublers that I think managers should be looking to get in this game week or in the next game week. Most of these players are playing a double this week and then have a double in 28. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. The Burnley players, obviously they have a double this week and then a double next week. That's the only difference really in here. I think Wolves are a fantastic team, especially defensively, because obviously their attack isn't firing. But if you want to bring in their attack, Jimenez got a return this last week. He's looking better. He's looking more active. I think he's going to be back into the lineup and firing. He's not a bad thought. Obviously, everybody on FPL Twitter is talking about it. Sa, he's been a monster this year. And then defensive assets at Nori, he could be awesome. The issue there, and a lot of people I have seen have kind of discussed it, is he is a rotation risk. I think somebody in the FPL USA space last night mentioned this, and forgive me if I'm wrong and it was in a video. I could have swore it was in the space, but at Nori is the #1 pick, but that doesn't mean that he is 100% nailed all the time. So that's something to keep in mind, and that is a big issue that the wingbacks on Wolves have. Then we have Cody and Seiss. I think both of them are absolutely great picks. Sice tends to be a little bit more attacking, costs a little bit more too. I believe it's 0.3, so if you have the 0.3 to spare, he might not be a bad call. It's the Wolves. They are monsters for keeping clean sheets from the beginning of football till the end of time. That is looking at the Wolves. Now, somebody that, and a team that most people might not expect, is Southampton. I'm pretty sure it feels like 90% of FPL have Broya. Don't have to talk about him. Personally, I'm a Broya boy. Then James Ward-Prowse, also free kick specialist. He's been getting returns like crazy. He's one of the most feared free kick and set piece takers in the league, I would say. Somebody to definitely look into. He's kind of flying under the radar, I feel like, right now. But it's not bad to bring in a little bit of that differential, and hopefully it pays off for you. Like this guy in Sterling, right? Now we have Villa. Coutinho. Seems like everybody has him except for me. He's doing fantastic. He's found his form again. He's found a really passion and skill for playing the game since he moved back to Villa. Definitely consider him. He is on the pricier side, so you do have, I think he's 7.3 now. He's just been going up like crazy. Something to think about. Luka Dean doing what Luka Dean felt like he should have been doing at Everton. I know he had a fallout. It always seemed like when I brought him in, he was never getting the points. Now at Villa, he's doing fantastic. He's helped their defense. He's great on set pieces. What more needs to be said? Watkins, he's their forward. Somebody to definitely look at. Similarly, I like Ramsey. He seems to be becoming more of a community pick, and people are recognizing him. He's an absolute baller. Gerrard said that he's an amazing footballer, and I think there's a lot of points to be had there, especially for 4.6 or 4.7. Weghorst and Cornet, they're on Burnley. They have a double-double this week, next week. Could be interesting to get both of them in, and then if need be, you can switch in 28. The one concern that I have is Weghorst looks like he's ready to go. He's fired up. But because he came into the team, Cornet has been pushed out wide a little bit more. On the attack, he does find his way back into center, and that's where any of his attacking returns are probably going to come from. Maybe a few from crosses to the 6'6" Weghorst. So his attacking prowess of previous game weeks in the season may not be there 100%, but I don't think that he is a bad shout out. So if you're bringing in Cornet, just think about that. Finally, round out the video for everybody. We have Ben Foster. I mentioned him and his channel feels like every single game week. I'm an absolute fan. He's a 4.1 starting goalkeeper. Yes, he plays for a horrible defensive line right now, but he's going to get you save points. It's one of those things where you're not counting on clean sheets, but if you can get saves and maybe a saved penalty, that would definitely help out your team. It's somebody that I definitely have in combination with Ramsdale, so when Ramsdale isn't playing, Foster's doing great to just fill that role, and it seems like not a lot of people have him, so it's a thought to bring him right on into your team. Alright everybody, now that we have gone over my team, some of my transfers that I made this week, yes, -8. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it works fantastic. And we've talked about some of the new double game weeks that are coming in. Just a little glance. We'll have more on the way in upcoming game weeks. Be sure to check it out. I want to say, as we say in every single video, thank you so much for listening to the end. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow, interact with us, and we'll see you next time. Alright, peace everyone.